Today is January 3rd, 2025, and I have got lots of things that I've got to get done today, and I'm making progress on, right? So that's one of my big things, is trying to make progress, be accountable to myself, get it done. I've got some financial plans that I'm working on. I got to get in contact with some people. I've got to get some internal documents taken care of too. So I'm excited about today, although it's the last day of kind of the easy week. And I don't necessarily want to call it easy because there's just a lot of stuff that needs to be done that I've been working on. And it certainly isn't easy, I'll tell you that much. It's just necessary. It's maybe a better way to put it. Kind of a necessary week that I've been working on here. So next week is different. We've got snow coming this weekend, which is going to mess up our Monday, which is fine. Obviously, we can work remote anywhere. Not a problem with that. It's more just the fact that, it's going to be, more kids at home, which will make Monday a little bit more difficult. And, getting work done is always harder when you've got kids around. Even if they're older, it doesn't matter. They still have got needs. They still have questions, etc. So I'm going to be dealing with that on Monday, and I got to make sure I get all my stuff done. So accountability part of today is I was going to get another run in. I hope I can get a run in at the trail. We'll see. I know it's the last day. I'll probably get a chance to run at the trail for this weekend, probably for several days as well. I do look forward to it, although it's always that mental hurdle I have to get over to get out the door, put stuff on, get out the door, drive to it. It's not close. It's not like the trail is 5 minutes away. It's a good 20-minute drive without traffic. Not close. And, every little bit that you have to do to get out the door is just one extra thing. And I don't like it, but it's the truth, is that I struggle with that at times. Same thing with my gym is 6-7 minutes away. And even that close, technically, there still is just that little bit of hurdle, right? I have to get my clothes on. I have to go out the door. I have to drive there. I have to, work out with other people who are in the room that I don't know. I have to share equipment. I have to wait for people. Those things are kind of an annoyance. But it's necessary for sure, to get it all done. I have to get my workouts in. It's nice when the weather is nice. I can work out in the garage, and I can have a really good workout out in the garage. But when the temperatures get below freezing, I don't really enjoy that. I can make it work, but gosh, when it's like 3 degrees outside, that's cold in the garage. It doesn't matter. I know it's insulated, but even turn on a little space here really doesn't do a whole heck of a lot. It's cold. It's just plain old cold. So anything along that lines is always just, a little bit extra deterrent. Now today is supposed to be 36 is a high. Sunny right now. Doesn't mean it's going to stay for this afternoon whenever I get a chance to get out there, but I'm looking forward to it. I need to get it done. I already have 26.2 miles for this week, so I'm happy with the amount that I've run. I've walked a little bit, but most of that is all running. And I got to be careful that I don't do too much too quickly. So I'm going to run today. I'm hoping to get, if I go out to the trail, I have to get at least 5 because it's a loop. I don't have a choice. But hoping to get to 5 today. Going a bit. And Sunday, which is going to be a treadmill run, looking at getting over 9. So maybe even double digits. Certainly 9 plus running, and then whatever I feel like walking afterwards, which is a good start to the year, basically. Looking forward to that in a way. I know treadmill running is boring as can be, but I go turn on a movie. It's just more the distractions. I'll have all the kiddos this weekend, which makes it running a little bit more difficult. Just because I can't really run with other people in the room because they all want to talk. They all want to, have some sort of little conversation with me. And I'm huffing and puffing. I'm not a small guy, so when I run, it's hard. I know some people can have conversations, but boy, that does not work with me at all. At all. I wish it did. Maybe if I'm going super slow, maybe. But even then, boy, it's so difficult. I know yesterday I said something, do I want it bad enough? And I got to tell you, I do want it bad enough. I do want it so bad this year. Everything that I'm doing is focused on those things. Now, I did come up with my core. I redid my core values, I should say, just a couple weeks ago, and on there was excellence, and I want to really embrace excellence. So I'm updating some processes of mine that I want to make sure I do every single time. So excellence is on there, and I'm really trying to bring that forward. I know I've got a couple other things on there, but that one I'm really trying to embrace. And now I'm starting to think about my leadership, which also I think really goes well with the whole processes and excellence. I think it all just kind of blends itself to what I want to do this year. So I got some good, not super ambitious goals. For me, they're pretty ambitious because I haven't done it before, but I don't think they're super ambitious by any stretch. I just need to do the work, and then I'll need some help along the way, but that's help that I'm looking for. I have to just not be scared to ask for help, which is the big thing, which I'm not super great at. I'm really just not. It's not something that I've ever been good at, is asking for help. So it's going to take a paradigm shift for me. But yeah, I've got leadership, health. That's something I'm doing a 31 days, I guess, without alcohol on day 3. That hasn't been hard. My new health, I need to eat better, and I know this. I've been kind of clearing out some stuff in the house. Adventure, wealth, excellence, so leadership. So those are my 5 core values. And I know I need to do it every 6-ish months to see if it changes just a little bit. I know it really shouldn't change that much, and it doesn't. It's kind of the same. It just kind of depends on where I want to put some categories. If I want to say, well, gosh, I really think it's this or this. So, it changes, but I'm really not really. But I do think going through your core values is good, and I'm going to make sure I do it every single year. Got a lot of great stuff coming up for this year, and I'm excited, and I'm hopefully a little bit more detail oriented this year than I have been in the past. I do have some worries, right? I have some worries that it's just not going to work. I can try to do all this stuff, and it should work, but it doesn't mean it will. Who knows? There could be all sorts of other factors. Holding myself accountable, right? That's kind of what this is all about. I've got a lot of work to do between now and then, which then being the end of the year, and there's no time to let up. The way that I've worked so far, there just isn't any time, and that means I need to be really, really diligent about my time management. So I have to be accountable, and I'm trying to be vulnerable here. But I have to, most of all, be accountable to myself to make sure I get this done. I still want this super accountability group, Living at the Summit. That's probably one of my ultimate goals if everything else goes well this year, but trying to make sure that 2025 is a fantastic year. So I'm going to get that out there. I'm going to get to it. Let's go after it, everyone.